Hello and welcome. This is Grant Hughes of Grant Hughes Investigates on YouTube. This channel evaluates all aspects of true crime. As you are aware, videos and live streams in this genre often discuss elements of crime that may be disturbing to some viewers. If necessary, take the precautions needed to avoid these feelings. Factual information related to cases is the key to fostering rational true crime discussions. Fortunately, you will find that here. Please hit the like button only once, share the video, and subscribe if you like my content. Thank you very much for watching.
Stupid is being nice. You're an absolute moron.
What's going on, freaks? Alright, while I was making my video, there's news that came out. Zozo sent me a text message about the shooting at Brown University in Rhode Island. That's crazy. So there's going to be a press conference coming up here in a little bit. If anybody knows where the hell the press conference is going to be, could you send me the email? If not, I'll just play the audio off the TV over here. You know, there's my email right there. They just reported that there's two dead, but I mean, sometimes if a shooter's dead, they say that, but Trump put out a press release saying that they had caught the shooter, and there does appear to be some guy being arrested in a video, but then later, and that was because the campus police had reported that, and then they reported, oh, we don't have the shooter, so Trump had to say, oh, well, I guess we didn't have the shooter, so it wasn't like Kash Patel's FBI or somebody like that told him. He was just repeating what the campus police had said, but turns out they weren't truthful either. They were inaccurate.
Chief, it's Engine 14 Delta. We're heading back to the command post.
So apparently there was
Operations are still.
Like finals are still, like they're able to do final exams on a Saturday, which is crazy. And apparently it was right here at the Barris and Hawley building. But then I was just looking at CNN had a, let's see, is that what this one is? They have this sort of live update thing here. Where was that? A secondary shooting near Governor Street was unfounded. Okay, so that there isn't another one. Let's see. One Brown student said he was working in his lab with 3 other students when he received a text message from a school official about an active shooter on campus. So they shut off the lights, closed the doors, and hid under their desks as they waited on lockdown for about 2 hours, he told CNN after affiliate WJAR. He's a doctoral student and engineering student. Told WJAR he had he and the other students waited in the locked room until they received another notification. I wonder if this is like a like a terrorism or just sort of a disgruntled somebody. He left his coat and laptop behind in the lab when he was evacuated. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty intense out there. And then Twitter always posts, oh, here's the guy, and it's always the same guy. Every single time they show the same white guy with glasses and you know, in every single shooting case, and it never turns. It's like a meme at this point. So here's Brown University in Rhode Island. And I did download the audio from earlier, so maybe we can do that, you know, my little thing that I do with Audacity, bring it in, get rid of the silence, and we can see what the hell happened back then. Yeah, it's wanting me to install an update. I guess I'll do that. Oops. There we go. Yeah. Hey, look at it. It's My Father's Alibi. Have you ever, I guess it was good news in your case. I never got that. You sent out a link that you were going to do like a private YouTube, you know, like a live, and I never got it. Trying to install Audacity. The following applications are using. Okay. All right, hold on. I'm just trying to open up. We're installing. I guess it was trying to close something. Darn it. Now it's stuck. I'm going to remove it. Hey, thanks, Timothy Cecil. Appreciate it. Setup was unable.
We have a rescue response
Cancel
at
installation.
976
Okay.
Atwells Avenue. It's going to be for a possible CVA. We're starting engine 15.
Huh. Another shooting. Maybe we can figure something out if we listen to the audio at the beginning.
I have Newport and Portsmouth. They're on the air. They're not back yet. If you want to try to contact one of them.
And that's right, Timothy Cecil. If you guys are out there and you want to help support the channel, that would be great.
15
Thank
is
you.
still on, that's engine 15. 976 Atwells Avenue. It's going to be a rescue run.
Trying to open up Audacity now, but of course, because hold on, I gotta do my little Control-Alt-Delete crap and turn it off, and God, should have just not installed it. Yeah, there's like 5 different
That's engine 15 responder 976
versions
Atwells
open
Avenue.
at this point.
It's going to be for a 70-year-old female, possible CVA.
Okay.
Engine 15, respond to 976.
Let's try opening it now. Here it comes.
70-year-old female, CVA. Should be at the front door.
Right there,
I'm sorry, what were
and
those 2 rescues?
this is live that you're listening to in the background.
Portsmouth and Newport came in service, but they're just not back here yet. Roger.
If anybody has the link to the press conference, I don't know where it's supposed to be, but apparently there's going to be one here. Now let me know.
Safety Battalion Operations. Operations, go ahead, safety. We located and checked with that patient. That person's okay. Rescue 6 and Engine 3 are back staging, ready to be deployed again.
Okay, there's one. Yeah, look how busy it got right there. See that? Boom. I mean, just like kind of normal, and then boom, just solid stuff. Yeah, that's really solid, and then it starts slowing down a little bit. And then I'll just do that. All right. That Control A, effects, special, truncate silence. And then it'll make it way smaller generally. Effects, special. Huh. Well, for some reason it must be, there's even sound there. Oh, that little hum. It's not really silent, so let's see. Let's try that again. Effects. Special truncate silence. Maybe -20. There it goes. Alright.
Fire alarm 215. Roger, 215. You have a Fort Smith rescue responding with you? Right.
Alright, let's see. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to turn this one off.
Providence, Cranston Rescue 2 is...
Jet, hold on.
Police responded first and then were quickly assisted by Providence police, who fearlessly and courageously entered and worked through the building, and we'll hear from them in a minute. Providence Fire responded quickly as well and transported several of the victims. The fire department was assisted with mutual aid from across the state of Rhode Island. And as I think we know our community to be, our neighbors have really stepped up in a big way today. And we're very grateful for everyone who has offered assistance and who will continue to offer assistance. The fire department was aided by departments in Warwick, Barrington, Bristol, Brown, EMS, Pawtucket, Cranston, Coventry, Smithfield, East Greenwich, North Kingstown, Woonsocket, professional ambulance companies Situate and Cumberland. Providence Police and Brown Police were aided by East Providence, Cranston, Cumberland, the State Police, the FBI, and the ATF. Brown, Providence, and the FBI are currently in close coordination as they seek to find the shooter or shooters. The shooting took place at the Barris and Holly building, which is a Brown University engineering and physics building. The building contains both classrooms and lab space. We'll hear from the provost in a minute with some additional updates from Brown. There will be a family reunification center that Brown will be setting up effective at 7 o'clock. Please stay tuned for updates on where that will be. We are encouraging anyone who was a witness to today's action to please contact the police as the investigation is ongoing and they may have critical information. At this time, I'd like to introduce the governor of the state of Rhode Island, who was quick to call and offer assistance and has been in touch with our law enforcement, had the state police respond quickly, and has been a great partner to the city of Providence on this sad day. Governor McKee.
Amen. Yeah, so the unthinkable has happened, and I've been in touch, as the mayor said, to make sure that all the resources that we have, whether it's at EMA, our state police, Department of Health, which we've been in contact with as well, are responding in a way that is being helpful as possible. We've been in contact with the White House as well. Our office has been in contact with the White House. So we will bring all our resources to the table. I've been in touch with Governor Healy as well as other governors who have experienced the same tragedy. So our thoughts go out to those who have been impacted by this in any way, and we'll continue to provide the assistance to the authorities here in Providence as well as statewide, and continue to make sure that we are doing everything we can to help the families that are that are suffering right now.
Thank you, Governor. Now I'd like to introduce Chief Rodney Chapman from Brown PD.
My name is Rodney Chapman. I'm Vice President for Brown University, Vice President of Public Safety and Emergency Management, and I serve as Chief of Police as well. As mentioned, we will mention this several times, this is a very fluid situation. and dynamically evolving. Needless to say, my primary concern is the safety and security of this community, and we are encouraging, if anyone has information about the tragic events that unfolded this afternoon, to please contact us and provide that information. At this moment, I do want to say and share that my profound thanks and appreciation for all of the first responders who have come to assist us and all that are gathered right now and speaking to continue this investigation, to include all of the City of Providence resources, state resources, and the federal government in terms of the FBI and ATF. Sir?
Now, Commander Tim O'Hara from Providence Police.
Good evening, Tim O'Hara, Deputy Chief of Providence Police. So earlier this afternoon, when we received the call for an active shooter inside a building inside Brown University, our officers responded, and as they're trained to do, entered that building immediately and began searching for a suspect. They did a systematic search of the building. However, no suspect was located at that time. They were able to clear that building and provide a safe place for all of students and faculty and workers that were in that building to meet at. Preliminarily, all we have is a suspect that was a male dressed in black. It is unknown how he entered the building, but we do know that he exited the Hope Street side of that complex. We're utilizing every resource possible to find this suspect. The shelter in place is in order, and I urge people to take that very seriously. Please do not come to the area. There's an active police investigation going on, and there's a lot of police activity. We've got assistance so far from some surrounding communities, the state police, the Cranston Police, East Providence Police, as well as our federal partners in the FBI and the ATF. We're talking to witnesses at this time and delving into any video that's in the area, and the investigation is very active and ongoing. We'll be updating you, I'm sure, throughout the night, but as I said, right now there is no suspect that is under arrest, so please stay out of the area. Thank you.
We'll take questions at the end. We'll take questions at the end. We have a few more speakers, please. Next, Fire Chief Derek Silva.
Derek Silva, Fire Chief of the City of Providence. As mentioned previously, at 4:05 p.m. we were dispatched to the area of Waterman and Thayer for an active shooter incident where our firefighters, known as a rescue task force, linked up with Providence Police with two operational locations at Waterman and Thayer and Waterman and Hope. Rescue Task Force is a firefighter that wears body armor and has ability to stop any shooting wounds and make sure that any victims are extricated quickly. With the assistance of police in neighboring cities and towns, 8 people were transported. As the mayor mentioned, critical but stable condition, and 2, unfortunately, were dead on arrival. We have a total of 10 victims, but as I caution everyone, this is a developing incident, and we are still actively searching the buildings along with Providence Police to make sure that everyone has gone home safe and that there are no one else that needs our assistance. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. And then last, we'll hear from the Provost of Brown University, Frank Doyle.
Thank you, Mayor. I'm Frank Doyle, Provost of Brown University. I want to reiterate, this is an evolving situation, as you've heard multiple times. Our first priority is the safety of our academic community, the campus community, and coordinating closely with law enforcement and medical services. In the meantime, we continue to direct our community to shelter in place in the greater vicinity of the campus. We are working immediately to determine who was in the building at the time of the shooting and any impacts of the shooting. We do know that there were final exams taking place in the building between 2 and 5 p.m. We can confirm that support services are on site. We have been and continue to be very grateful to law enforcement and emergency medical personnel. We have relocated students to get support services at a secure location, and we'll be providing more details. We continue to remain extremely grateful to local law enforcement for their ongoing support. We're committed to keeping our community informed, supporting our students and families, as well as the affected faculty and staff. Thank you.
So before we take questions, I just want to implore the greater Providence community. We are a week and a half away from Christmas, and 2 people died today and another 8 are in the hospital. So please pray for those families. understand that this is not something our community has gone through together, but I also know this community, and I know that its best moments are when we come together to support one another. It's going to be a difficult rest of the day, difficult weeks and months ahead as this community heals, and each and every one of us can play a small role in that, in supporting one's neighbor and offering that support and their prayers for everyone involved. At this point, we'll be happy to take questions as we know them.
Tell us about the victims, including whether they were all Brown University students.
We cannot disclose any details about the victims at this time, whether they were students or not, or any other details. We will make those details available when they become available. We expect to be providing regular updates throughout the evening and in the days to come, and this is too early to be able to provide those details.
Was there any things warning that something like this might be happening?
The first we learned about today was the 911 call that came in, but we had no other, I don't think, we had no other notice or threat indicators or anything like that. Please, Kate.
Mayor, do you know exactly when Brown University did put out that someone was in custody? How long was that misinformation out for, and how was that determination made and then retracted?
There was an individual who was preliminarily thought to be involved and was later determined to have no involvement, and that's why we can confirm that at this time there is nobody in custody. The length of that investigation or interrogation of that individual, I don't know.
There's a weapon been recovered?
Commander?
No weapons have been
Do you know what weapon was used?
We just know that it was a firearm. What type of firearm, we're unaware of.
Mayor, Brown University police are.
Yes, we are.
Commander, do you need a pass to get into that building, or could someone just get in off the street?
I'm unaware of how the security of that building works.
Most of our buildings after hours are card swipe, but since it was a final exam, there was probably a lot of traffic in and out of that building.
And where did it happen in the building? Did this take place inside where the exam was going on?
We're still verifying everything. So we look at everything right now as all part of the crime scene.
Was
So
the
we're
victims found like in a hallway, or were they in a classroom?
we're unable to share that at this time.
Commander, can you say if there have been any confirmed shots fired since the 405 shots?
There was a call that came over for shots fired in the area of Governor Street, but that was unconfirmed and unfounded.
So as far as we know, the gunman has not been seen since around the 4 o'clock hour.
That's correct. The last time that we know that he's been seen was when somebody saw him leaving the building on the Hope Street side of the building.
Is he around college age, or do you have any?
I don't have any more information about his description.
Commander, could you repeat how the individual exited the building?
He exited the doors at the Hope Street side of the building.
Do police have any video footage of the suspect at this point?
We're working on that right now. We're working along with FBI on tracking down video from that area.
What resources are being used on the video at this point to try to locate the suspect?
Forensic evidence. We're using witness evidence, and we're looking for video mostly right now because we'd like to get an image out as quickly as we can of the suspect.
Now, it has been about close to 3 hours now, but you were in contact with other law enforcement, and we're talking a large perimeter at this juncture. Who else is involved in this now?
As I said earlier, state police are involved, ATF, the FBI, Providence Police Detectives, and all the other squads that we have available to us at the Patrol Bureau, and then our specialty intelligence units and our real-time crime center will be involved as well.
Any multi-state alerts?
Not that I'm aware of, no.
Has everyone vacated that building at this point?
No, not everybody. There's still a police presence in that building. That's the crime scene. We're going to be in that building for quite some time.
But the students and faculty, bystanders?
Yes, everybody that was in that building at the time has been moved.
Commander, so it's 2 deceased and 8 that are in basic critical condition at the hospital?
They're in stable condition at the hospital, Rhode Island Hospital right now.
Are they able to provide any details? Or?
That's what we're working on right now, John.
In terms of when that suspect was last seen leaving the building on Hope Street, is that eyewitness account? Did police see him leave? Was there any interaction with police with that suspect?
No interaction with that suspect with police. That was from eyewitness account.
Chief Deputy from Chenstein, I just wanted to know if there's any kind of description you can provide to anybody here right now. I know it's kind of hard, but we don't know what we're looking for. So there's a lot of people on edge. Is there anything that you can give us?
All I can give you is a male, all dressed in black at this time. We're hoping to get something very soon. An image would be the best thing for us to get out there to you guys and everybody else. So
Do you have an image of him?
that I can't confirm.
Do you have an image of him?
I do not have an image of him.
Did he left on foot or did he get into a vehicle?
He left on foot.
And did he go down Hope Street?
He exited the building on Hope Street. Where he went from there, we're unsure.
How do you find a suspect in a city campus? Makes it very, very challenging.
We have all available resources, and as the governor mentioned, he's in touch with governors in other areas as well. This will be an ongoing investigation, and obviously FBI, ATF, Providence Police, Brown Police are all actively investigating this as we speak, and we will provide updates as they become available. We expect to provide regular updates throughout the evening and in the days to come. We will share information as we have it with all of you. We knew that this update was preliminary, but we also know that there's a lot of fear and anxiety and concern in our community, and so it was important to get out the details that we do have at this time. At this point, you know all the information that can be shared, and we will keep the community and members of the press corps updated as we go throughout the evening.
Has there ever been a shooting at Brown University before?
To my knowledge.
Where is he?
The chief is on his way here and will be at our later press availabilities.
What kind of
Residents who are living, obviously, in this area that are concerned, they're instructed to shelter in place. If they see something that they feel is suspicious, what is the best way for them to reach out? Can they send pictures? Can they reach out? Obviously, you can call police.
They should call the police. That is the best way. Social media or other forms of communication are not the appropriate venue. You should call 911 if you believe you have information and may help us with this investigation. Particularly if you were a student on campus or an adult on campus that was near the area that you think you have something to contribute, please call the police to help us with our investigation.
There's talking about shutting businesses down, like on their streaming like that. I know they did that in Maine after this.
At this point, we're not mandating that businesses shut, but we are asking everyone to shelter in place, and so we would hope that everyone would stay indoors until they hear otherwise from official City of Providence channels. In this day and age, we know there will be misinformation available online, and so please, when it comes to official updates with regard to the shelter in place and other updates, go to the City of Providence's Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, any of our social media channels. It is clearly marked as the official City of Providence page so that you know you're getting the accurate and official update. The shelter in place is defined as the broader Brown community, Brown neighborhood. Everyone knows if they live near Brown, and certainly if you're on campus. Because we don't have additional information to share at this time about the location of a shooter, we cannot more specifically define it than that. This is a scary time, I know. As many folks know, I live proximate to the campus, and I'm hearing from friends and neighbors. We're encouraging people to stay inside until there are additional updates.
Can we get
Sure.
What is the policy at Brown University regarding firearms? Could a student legally have a firearm in the dorm?
No.
They cannot? They cannot. Okay.
Mayor, I'm just asking,
Yes.
is the chief coming in? Is he out of state?
I don't know. He's in transit, and he's expected to be here within an hour or two, and so he will be with us at future updates this evening.
What time did we
Hold on, Pat. We're going to take Nisha's question first, and Chief, this might be for you, please.
What was that?
What time did police arrive at the scene after the first 911 call?
The exact time I don't know, but it's the Barris and Holly is 184 Hope Street, and it's a very short drive from us, so I would say minutes. Within
How about
minutes.
your Providence police? When were they contacted?
Whenever we were called, we responded immediately and immediately entered that building looking for the shooter.
We'll provide a timeline later in the evening.
How often do the various law enforcement agencies prepare for situations like this? Do they do active shooter simulations, trainings, establishing perimeters? Talk a little bit about that training that goes into this multi-agency response.
Certainly, well, certainly welcome you to as well. We just did a few months ago a joint training in Brown PD and Providence PD and Providence Fire and Rescue Task Force. It's something we certainly plan for, practiced for, rehearsed, but never want to see it to come to fruition like it did today. But it is something that we definitely prepare for multiple times throughout the year. And as mentioned, we just had a joint training several months ago.
Colonel? And Kate, I would just add, I'm sorry, John, 1 second. I would just add, Kate, that the City of Providence conducted an active shooter drill, a live drill at a closed school about 18 months ago with not just police, but fire, EMS, emergency management, and the other various departments in city government that are responding. This is a sad state of our country right now where you have to plan for these things. And hopefully the community takes some comfort to know that their Providence leadership has planned for this occurrence, including very recently.
Colonel, you said that there was final exams going on in the building. Where's the campus? Are there still more students on campus? Have some already taken their exams and gone home?
So a little bit of both. Some students have gone home, but as the provost said, there's still some activity going on. Provost?
We're still in the finals period. So students who didn't have exams have left, but we're still
final exam for what class?
we're not prepared to release that information right now. There were multiple exams in the building.
Pat,
were you there?
Hold on, Pat.
Should I address this to the Colonel? Does the Brown University receive threatening chatter at any time? And in what manner does Brown University Police monitor that, or is that turned over to Providence Police right away?
There's a strong partnership and collaboration between Brown University and Providence PD. Any information like that we will share, and we also share it with the Fusion Center as well. As mentioned, we have no verified information, warning, or anything related to today's events.
Dan, hold on a second. John, Dan?
Mayor, you live right next to the building, correct? Were you home at the time?
I was home at the time.
So, if anyone comes to you, you shelter in place, and you just get like, what happened when you found out?
Yeah, I was at home watching the PC game and saw lights and sirens go by my house, and at which time Commander O'Hara called me with a very preliminary update, and then have been in touch, and obviously, as you point out, about a block away, very proximate through the rest of the evening. I'm sorry, John, then Dan.
If someone right now feels they may have video that's useful, someone running by their house, someone acting suspicious, who do you want them to contact?
I want them to contact the police department. Call us up. We'll send a detective out to there right away and see what kind of evidence they may have for us.
Should people check ring cameras, businesses?
Yes, they should. If they have a ring camera in the area of the shooting, they should be reviewing that right now and see if there's anything that looks suspicious. We'll follow up.
Dan. Follow up on that question. With that area and all of the cameras in that area, you have to have something.
I don't have anything yet, Dan.
Are you looking through it though?
Absolutely.
Okay, and the conditions of the victims, well, the source of the hospital says that there could be more casualties. Can you just gently tell us what's going on?
We can't speak any further about the condition. They are in critical but stable condition, and we will provide additional updates as they become available. As we have mentioned multiple times, and I will mention again because it's very important that we be honest and transparent with all of you and with parents and loved ones who are concerned about, they've got students who are away at school or they have someone who works at Brown. We're not done yet, and so while we have no other victims at this time that we're aware of, it is possible. And so it's very important that we say that this is preliminary information, that we know that there is a minimum of 8 victims in the hospital at this time, but it is all subject to change, and when those changes or if those changes occur, we will be sure to share them with you.
Commander, one more question. Are you confident it's just one individual you're looking for?
That's the information we have now.
And do you want to give the phone number of people to call?
272-1111 or 272-3121.
As I mentioned, we expect to be providing additional updates throughout the evening. If you're not on our press list, please see Josh. Raise your hand. Please see Josh to make sure you get on the press list. That's where we will notify folks about additional availabilities throughout the evening. As we have more information, we will share it. Thank you very much.
Will there be more press conferences here?
We expect there will be, yes.
All right, well, there you go. That was the audio of the press conference. Well, I was talking about the person. There was another person that says, "Hi, Gray Hughes," and then they removed their comment. They probably were trying to hide after that. Nobody comes in and says, like, your whole name. They would just say, "Hi, Gray," right? You wouldn't type that in. Anyways, let's see. I did remove the other person up there. Yeah. Hey, welcome, Chuck. Alright, so we were about ready to play some of this. Let's see what the deal is here. Let's zoom in. Yeah. This is the original.
Engine 14 also, you're going to be on channel 6. That's what channel they're using for the staging company.
14 receive.
Roger. Metro Patrol on Metro Zone 2 to Cranston Rescue 2. Engine.
Cranston Rescue 2.
Cranston Rescue, can you hit your tone? You hit your emergency button.
Button.
All set, accidental.
Roger, accidental. Cranston Rescue 2, 1657.
Providence, Coventry Rescue 4, Rescue 6 on scene staging.
Roger, Coventry Rescue 4 and 6, 1657.
Cranston Battalion 1 to Battalion 1.
It's okay, Timothy. You don't have to, you know, people want to, I mean, I always ask if you want to help support the channel. That's great. If you can, awesome. If you don't, if you can't, then it is what it is. You know, I try to, see my channel, unlike others, when we bring in, you know, funds, I try to donate thousands of dollars every month as well. It's just, you know, it's kind of what we've been doing for a long time. Hopefully next year we'll get up to the 300,000 mark. We'll see.
Engine 14 also, you're going to be on channel 6. That's what channel they're using for the staging company.
14 receive.
Roger. Metro Patrol on Metro Zone 2 to Cranston Rescue 2. All female, head bleeding, oscillation, conscious on the alert, all the virus off people.
I just say.
Engine 2, do you have a report for Foster? 23 all female, head bleeding, oscillation, conscious on the alert, all the virus off people.
Update. We have 3 task force and a triage set up. 184 Hope Street. At the entrance, we are waiting for a police escort, but there's no victims to go for at this point. And received. Have any of the task forces entered that building? That's a negative. We're waiting for police escort.
Fire alarm to operations.
Operations, go ahead.
Metro Control is asking if we need any more rescues. They have 4 staging.
Yeah. Operations, I'll keep you informed.
Yes.
Westward Rescue 2 to Providence. We're staging Angel and Fair.
Roger, Westward. Attention ladder 3 is still on. That's ladder 3, 700 Smith Street. It's going to be a rescue run.
7 Cost Street, Metro.
That's ladder 3, respond to 700 Smith Street, Capitol Ridge Lodge. It's going to be room 248. 75-year-old male fell, complaining of a back injury. That's ladder 3, respond to 700 Smith Street, Capitol Ridge Lodge, room 248. 75-year-old male, fallen with a back injury. The time out is 1701.
Alright, so...
I'm sorry, there's a lot of background here. I just want to confirm. Car 3, and who else from Providence?
Rescue number 2. It's going to be at the East Providence Broadway station, staging.
Wait, thank you, sir.
Foster Rescue 2 to Providence, responding to your city, Providence Place Mall. We are ETA 15 minutes.
Roger, thank you. 1702.
Cumberland P1 to command. We're staging at Hope and Manning Street.
Roger, Cumberland.
13 to Battalion 1.
Battalion 1.
We have 4 rescue task force staging at Hope and Waterman. We have no police escort at this time.
Engine 13 stage for now.
Repeat.
Providence Fire Alarm, this is Cumberland P2.
Cumberland, go ahead.
Cumberland
Way
P2
up there.
response to your town for the MCI. Do you mind providing us with more information?
I don't know if that's
MX1 on the team.
Roger, 8+,
Ricky the Providence speaking at Thayer and Waterman.
Waterman.
Ladder 3, you have North Providence Rescue 2 responding. We gave the initial report.
Ladder 3 was good.
Roger.
North Providence 2 responding to Capitol Ridge.
Roger.
Bristol Rescue 2, the Providence Fire Alarm on Metro.
What, Kristen?
Bristol Rescue 2, Bristol Rescue 3, Bristol Car 1, off at staging.
Roger, Bristol 1707.
Ladder 3 does.
Roger, Ladder 3, on scene, 1707.
MH1 the fire alarm.
MH1.
CQH male, SI.
Roger, it's going to be mutually.
Engine 2 the fire alarm.
Engine 2.
Let the incoming rescue knows we got level 99 on the second floor, and they can use the north entrance garage.
Roger, I did advise them to use the north entrance.
North Providence on scene, Capitol Ridge.
Roger, North Providence, 1709.
Oh, that's way in there. Okay, yeah, so that's like way into the event. I think I needed to be over here. Yeah, this is the start of it. I kind of wanted to hear when it sort of came in. This should be right here when it first started.
Rescue 1, respond to 292 California Avenue. From police dispatch, police are on scene.
All right, well, what they were saying in the press conference, we'll get back to that in a minute, was that he came out over here. So there's probably going to be some surveillance footage at some point where they show him exiting there. Now, if I was them, I would do what they did in the Charlie Kirk case. The quicker you put out the image of the person, the more possibility you have of, but it wasn't daytime either, so probably makes it a little hard. Hey, thanks, Scott Edwards. Did it look like they have cameras? I tried to zoom in to see if I could see one. I didn't see one right then, but I just wanted to kind of, like, this is where apparently there was some finals that you could take, and then the person came in here and shot a bunch of people and then exited on this side. So obviously there's going to be cameras all over the place. I mean, you know, maybe he changed clothes really quick and then it makes it more difficult. You know, a lot of trees in here. But you would think that there'd be a camera somewhere like inside of that door, something like that. They almost always have that. These aren't homes, so they're not going to put them outside, you know, like the... I don't know, that could be a camera right there. Very possible. Above that door. Oh yeah, Cecil? Alright. What were you doing there? I think they have cameras all over the place. Yeah, of course. And so he's heading in this direction. So he's probably just parked over there and then went in there. I mean, look at these, you know, these are $1 million homes all over the place. So of course there's cameras, but there's fences too. You know, we don't know which way he went. I mean, it'd be great if they gave more information and put out a single frame of the shooter. Because apparently he exited this side of the building. Came right out of here. Yeah, you would think there would be cameras all over. Let's see, what was the... There it is. Suspect is a male dressed in black. And I think that's kind of the, I mean, the last update And 2 people are dead, 8 are wounded. It said critically wounded in some reports. The scanner audio program, let me show you what that one says. So Broadcastify, go over there and take a look at it. If you go up here and it says listen to top feeds. Well, this one earlier had like 13,000 on it. So you click on Providence, and then inside of here it shows you the ones that has, like Providence Fire seems to be the one that had the most people listening. And then there's also East Providence Police and Fire. This one doesn't include police, but it had a lot of people listening to it. And this is Rhode Island Inner City Police. So there's a whole bunch of different audio channels that could have something. But when you go to this, it says back here, hold on, pop feeds. So earlier on here it had stuff written down, but now it's not there anymore. It said, well, actually I saved it, so hold on. Hey, no problem. Saturn dreaming of Mercury. Let's see. Yeah, this is what it said on Broadcastify. Mass casualty incident 184 Hope Street, Providence. Active shooter at Brown University with 20 plus victims. Now I don't see that anymore. You know. So let me play this. Let's just play some of this for a little bit.
Rescue 1, respond to 292 California Avenue. From police dispatch, police are on scene requesting a rescue for a 44-year-old male needing mental health eval. Time out is 15:52.
Rescue 3 back in service, side refusal.
Roger, Rescue 3. 15:53. Fire alarm to Rescue 3. Fire alarm to Rescue 3.
Rescue 3.
Rescue 3, can you start to 69 5th Street? That's on Engine 2. Central Rescue 3 and Engine 2 is still on. That's Rescue 3 and Engine 2. 69 5th Street. Fire alarm to MH1.
MH1.
Sir, can you also respond to 292 California Avenue?
That's going to respond.
That's going to be Rescue 3 and Engine 2. Respond to 69 5th Street. It's going to be outside. It's a Apple Watch fall detector. Female fell, possible leg injury. That's Rescue 3 and Engine 2. Respond to 69 5th Street. It's going to be outside. It's going to be for an Apple Watch fall detector. Female fell, possible leg injury. Timeout is 15:56.
Rescue 6, Rhode Island. Can you notify the police that we'll be transporting to Rhode Island?
Roger, Rescue 6. 15:57. Attention Rescue 4 is still on. That's Rescue 4. 526 Broad Street, Domino's. That's Rescue 4. Respond to 526 Broad Street. It's going to be inside on a bench of Domino's. 65-year-old male walked in for complaining of vision issues. That's Rescue 4. Respond to 526 Broad Street inside the Domino's on a bench. It's going to be for a 65-year-old male that walked into Domino's complaining of vision problems. The timeout is 15:59.
Engine 2 to follow. Do you have any further info on this one?
Engine 2, it came from, I believe it was an alarm company.
Could you repeat the last?
I'm sorry, it came from 911. All they said was that they had the address of 69 5th, and it had a female fell, possible leg injury, no direct communication, just in the background. I'll try to call back.
Did you roger that?
Fire alarm to Rescue 3 and Engine 2. Just be advised, you can disregard. I spoke with the woman. She was inside visiting somebody. When she left, she fell. She's all set.
Rescue 3 is for service.
Roger.
2 receive.
Rescue 4 responding. Roger, Rescue 4.
Rescue on there.
Rescue 6 is off at Rhode Island.
Roger, Rescue 6. And police were notified. 1604.
4's on scene.
Roger, Rescue 4, 1607. Central Rescue 5, Engine 9, Battalion 3 is still alone. Going in the vicinity of 201 Thayer Street, stage for police for a possible shooting.
There it is.
That's Rescue 5, Engine 9, and Battalion 3. Respond in the vicinity of 201 Thayer Street. They said in front of the Sciences Library on the Manning Walk for a male shot in the back. That's Rescue 5, Engine 9, Battalion 3. Respond in the vicinity of 201 Thayer Street, stage for police. Said it's in front of the Sciences Library on the Manning Walk for a male shot in the back. Time out of 1608. Roger, Rescue 5.
MX1.
Roger, 84. 1609. All those companies responding, switch to channel 9. Switch to channel 9. Fire alarm to Battalion 3. I'm sorry. Engine 9, switch to, go to 5. Go to 5. Battalion 3.
Go 5.
Update from Brown Police, there are 3 shooting victims, so we're starting additional companies and giving Channel 5.
Battalion 3 received. Do you have Engine 9 responding?
That's affirmative. Engine 9, did you receive? He might still be on Channel 1, but we'll let them know. And John's sending it out now.
Yeah, a guy on Fox News said that he thinks it's a target attack. I mean, very easily. I mean, most of the time that's what this is. You know, there might have been somebody in that building, you know, maybe he worked there, maybe there was somebody that, you know, he had a grudge with or whatever. But I mean, he did shoot at least 10 people. So I don't know how that reconciles with that. I'm not, you know, there's not enough information for somebody to say that right now, that it was just purely a targeted attack against somebody. And then he even said, well, he said he was wearing all black. I mean, he goes, a lot of people wear all black, you know, people wear, I mean, I don't know. I mean, sure, people wear all black, sure. Okay. But so do criminals, killers.
Battalion 3 received. Can you send Engine 3?
Received.
I can call possibly 3 people shot. That's going to be Rescue 3, 7, Engine 7, Ladder 8, and Engine 3 respond in the vicinity of 201 Thayer Street. From the police, it is a confirmed shooting. Responding companies are assigned Channel 5. That's Rescue 3, 7, Ladder 8, Engine 7, Engine 3, and the Safety Battalion. Respond in the vicinity of 201 Thayer Street for confirmed shooting. Responding companies are assigned Channel 5 at 1611.
Rescue 1 to Paranormal. We're coming in service. This party refused against medical advice.
Roger, Rescue 1. I'll have you in and out.
Rescue 7 is responding. Switching to 2.
Roger. Rescue 7, you can disregard. I have Rescue 1 responding.
Battalion 2 to Fire Alarm.
Fire Alarm Battalion 3 from police. The area of 167 Thayer Street, 167 Thayer. That area is secure, and there are 2 victims at that one.
Battalion 3 received. Is that 3 victims total, but only 2 at 167 Thayer?
That's affirmative. And right now, 167 Thayer is secure.
Battalion 3 received. Is Rescue 4 available?
They are on a run right now. So you have Rescue 1, Rescue 7, and Rescue 5. Correction, not Rescue 7.
Battalion 3 received.
Rescue 7 we're back in service. It's going to be Rescue 5, Rescue 3, and Rescue 1.
Battalion 3 received.
And Engine 9, did you receive? 167 Thayer is secure. Engine 9, are you on 1?
Central Rescue 2 and Engine 14 is still alone. That's Rescue 2 and Engine 14, 1 Valley Street, only towers.
Wow, this is pretty insightful listening to this. What do you guys think? This is crazy. So I don't know. I mean, they're saying it was in here, but we already have a person over here and here shot. So was he just walk? That seems more random to me. I mean, if you're going to be, if it was all right in here, I would think, okay. But you got a shooting over here. You have one over here, 2 victims here. And then apparently he goes into this building. So if it was targeted, why is he shooting people in all these different places? I think it was more like, to me, it seems more random, but he's just there to kill people. You know, hate to disagree with the guy. We'll have to see how it turns out.
Battalion 3 received. Is that 3?
Rescue 5 to fire alarm.
Rescue 5.
Are we still staging?
Rescue 5, if you could respond to 167 Thayer, that area, 167 Thayer, is secure, and they have 2 victims over there. 167 Thayer.
Engine 7 to fire. We're right behind Rescue 5. We can head to 167 if that helps.
Receive, thank you. Rescue 5 and Engine 7. Rescue 1, if you're in the area, 167 Thayer.
Rescue 1, we're approximately 10 minutes out, but we can head that way.
Rescue 5 closer.
It's on scene.
And Rescue 3, your location?
We're Thayer and Bowling.
167 Thayer, 167 Thayer is secure. There are 2 victims over there.
Where's running at?
Great to fire alarm.
Ladder 8.
Traffic George location, we'll take Engine 3 and Engine 9 if Engine 7 wants to stand by for the next victim.
Engine 7 receives.
Engine 7 receives. Do we have a location for the 3rd victim?
The original call came in at 201 Thayer. I'm not sure right now. We're working with police. Affirmative. We're getting reports that there might be 6 people now. We're just trying to work with the police. Roger, 1615.
Ladder 8 to fire alarm.
Ladder 8.
What rescue? On scene, 5, 2 victims, 1 shot in the back, 1 shot in the shoulder. We need 1 additional rescue here.
Fire alarm rescue.
Yes, fire alarm. Rescue comes Thayer and George. Thayer and George.
Rescue 7 receives Thayer and George.
6 received. We've already committed to Thayer.
Rescue 6, you can go.
On the fire alarm, I'm looking in. We're gonna head that way.
I can tell you one.
Fire alarm to the safety battalion for an update.
Battalion 3 to fire.
Battalion 3. Just advising.
It's not from police that this is an active shooter incident. Can you have companies meet me on Thayer Street?
All companies meet Battalion 3 on Thayer Street. All companies meet Battalion 3 and use caution from Battalion 3. This would be an active shooter situation.
Are you getting that report from police?
Negative, just review. I'm going to call them now.
Engine 3 to Battalion 3. Engine 3, go ahead.
Chief, we're on scene with the 2 victims at 165. From the police, there is an active shooter scene. We have 1 victim being extricated to Thayer and Waterman. We're working on the 2nd one.
Battalion 3 received. That's at 167.
Affirmative.
Ladder 8 to Battalion 3, Chief. We need 1 more stretcher down here to expedite this victim out of here. Battalion 3 received. That's in front of 167 Thayer.
Affirmative. Engine 9 to fire alarm. Hold up on the traffic for now. Listen, be advised, there's also another person shot. We're going to need another rescue.
Roger, you also have a Cranston rescue.
Battalion 3 to fire alarm. Make emergency notification. All companies to stage at Waterman and Thayer.
Attention all companies responding in the area of 201 Thayer. You are to stage at Waterman and Thayer. All companies responding to 201 Thayer from Battalion 3, stage at Thayer and Waterman at 1619.
Engine 9 to Battalion 3, be advised 167 Brook in the building in the stairway, there's a person shot.
Battalion 3 received. No companies are to approach until that scene is secure.
Engine 9 to Battalion 3, be advised, Engine 9 and Ladder 8 working on this person shot in the back. Have that next rescue come down George Street if possible.
Ladder 8 to Battalion 3, I'm walking up to grab a stretcher to walk down. Engine 9, be advised, we're going to take this gentleman up on a mega mover. Battalion 3 to ladder 8.
Can you go to Mutual Aid 1? I passed it in.
Roger, Metro Zone 1, Metro Zone 1, B-Bank. In that Brook Street building. Battalion 1 to fire alarm. I'm at 355 Brook Street. Rescue 1 just transported one victim from 355.
In the area of 201 Thayer, you are to stage at Waterman and Thayer. All companies responding to 201 Thayer from Battalion 3, stage at Thayer and Waterman at 1619.
Engine 9 to Battalion 3, be advised 167 Brook in the building in the stairway, there's a person shot. Battalion 3 received. No companies are to approach until that scene is secure. Engine 9 to Battalion 3, be advised, Engine 9 in ladder 8, working on this person shot in the back. Have that next rescue come down George Street if possible. Ladder 8 Battalion 3, I'm walking up to grab a stretcher to walk down. Engine 9, be advised, we're going to take this gentleman up on a mega mover. Battalion 3 to ladder 8.
Can you go to Mutual Aid 1? I passed it in.
Roger, Metro Zone 1, Metro Zone 1, B-Bank. In that Brook Street building. Battalion 1 to fire alarm. I'm at 355 Brook Street. Rescue 1 just transported one victim from 355 Brook.
Receive one victim transported from 355 Brook.
Ladder 8 to Engine 9. Engine 9, you trying to reach me? Hey, Cap, I need 2 drivers to come up here to help move trucks as well as rescues. Yeah, we're transporting this person away from the scene. We'll be there momentarily. Metro Zone 1.
That's affirmative, and it's patched in with our channel, so you'll be able to hear all traffic.
Make an emergency notification. All companies, urgent messages only to clear traffic.
Attention all companies, urgent messages only. That's all companies, urgent messages only to clear traffic at 1622.
Battalion 3 to fire alarm. I'm going to need Division 1. I'm also going to need any active shooter task forces you have with their vests and helmets.
Received. Division 1's responding.
Providence, Crimson Rescue 2 is responding to your city 167 Thayer Street for an active shooter staging at Waterman and Thayer.
Received, and be advised, I made an emergency traffic announcement for urgent messages only. Urgent messages only. I'll have you responding to Thayer and Waterman.
All right. Let me look at this. What this is. The people running by here probably have a combined IQ of 800. These are probably all people that work in the labs. There's one, this guy right here, and then the lady coming by. Oh yeah. 25 of them. All right, back to this. Well, not that. This one here.
Division 1 to fire alarm. Clear me with Battalion 3.
Fire alarm to Battalion 3.
Battalion 3, go ahead. Chief, are we in a concealed location for all members? Are our police on scene? Have they even located a possible building if there's a shooter on scene? Battalion 3 to fire alarm. To my knowledge, the intersection of Waterman and Thayer is safe at this point. We're still trying to get an idea of exactly what building we're dealing with, coming up with unified command. Division 1 received. Battalion 3 to fire alarm. I'm establishing Thayer Street Command. The command post will be at Thayer and Waterman. Can you contact police and see if they have an officer in charge that can meet me for unified command?
Received.
Engine 12 to fire alarm.
Engine 12.
We're responding to North Main Street Station with our active shooter gear until we get a definitive spot to stage.
Roger. I'm going to put you on the call, and I'll have you staging at North Main.
Rescue 1 also Rhode Island.
Roger, Rescue 1 at Rhode Island. 1624.
Ladder 5 to fire alarm. We have engine 10's active rescue gear. Would you like us to respond over there?
Proceed in Battalion 3 for a message. Fire alarm to command. Fire alarm to Division 1.
Alright, I'm gonna get rid of whatever this is here. There. Okay.
Division 1.
Just advising, police are unable to meet at the command post at this time. Also, Engine 12 is responding to North Main to get the headgear because Engine 7 is already on.
Oh yeah, there's 8, apparently there might be 8 in critical, but at least there's 8 wounded and then 2 killed already. So, 2 killed and 8 wounded and in critical condition. Maybe, okay? Some people say critical, some don't say that, so I'm not sure. But they're all 8 at the hospital that are still alive and 2 that are not. They've been unalived, everybody. Now, it's actually called murdered. You know, that's the term. In fact, whenever you hear somebody use the term unalived, and they're a creator, a YouTuber, whatever you want to call them, go somewhere else. All right?
Would you like them to respond into the Waterman and Thayer?
Battalion 3 to fire alarm.
Battalion 3.
Can you give us channel 6 for a staging channel? Captain Mori of Engine 7 will be in charge of staging.
Proceed, Channel 6 for staging.
Battalion 3 to fire alarm. Do we have rescue task forces on the way?
6, that staging location was Waterman and Thayer, correct?
Affirmative.
Yes, they're going to stage a Waterman and Thayer. All companies are going to come in from that direction. Dispatch from there. We're going to organize rescue task forces and try.
Hey, thanks, Timothy, for sending in a channel membership. That'd be great if we get some other people to get memberships for other people.
And try and get these victims out. If you need an update from police on the number of victims and resources needed, that would be helpful.
Roger, will do.
Negative. Repeat.
Engine 12, you're going to stage Thayer and Waterman, and you can go to Channel 6. That's where the staging companies are. Thayer and Waterman.
Received Thayer and Waterman, Channel 6.
Roger. Roger, Rescue 5. Rescue 3.
Zoom alarm. 4. We're heading out of Rhode Island right now. We're heading that way.
Waterman and Thayer, and just go to Channel 6 for right now.
Just be advised, Rhode Island is aware of what's happening. They're ready.
Roger. We advise Miriam also.
Great work.
Right. Yep. Battalion 1, the fire alarm. Battalion 1. I'm going to be rescue task force leader. Can you give me a channel for that? You want to go to Channel 7? Channel 7. This is for staging. The rescue task force will be on Channel 7. Rescue task force on 7.
Ladder 5 to fire alarm. It sounds like we're going to need more task force here. We're going to start heading that way.
Roger, Ladder 5. Can you switch to Channel 6? Go to 6.
Ladder 5.
Whoa, you guys. Jesus. So Timothy Cecil and Chris O'Connell. Oh, always so generous. And then we had Saturn Dreaming of Mercury with 10 gifted memberships. Thank you so much.
Ladder 5.
Engine 7.
Negative, Engine 8.
Open Waterman.
Now, you trying to raise me?
Affirmative, sir.
Yeah.
Task force is going to go to engine, correction, Channel 7 now. Staging companies will be on Channel 6. So if you could switch to Channel 7.
Engineer for 2. Man, go ahead.
Police just called over saying Hope and Waterman is secure, but they're unable to tell us how many victims, but Hope and Waterman.
Engine 9 to command.
Fire alarm to command from police. They're now saying 20 victims, 20.
Oh, that's where they got that.
Division 1 fire alarm. I'm going to assume command, a unified command. Battalion 3 is going to be operations.
Received. And you received that last message?
Do you have a report?
Rescue 5, the fire alarm. Rescue 1, the fire alarm. We're going to be pairing here with that first patient if you need a second scene.
Affirmative. Respond back over. We're getting reports of 20 people.
Received. Do we have a staging area?
The staging area is Thayer and Waterman, but police just called over saying that the scene is secure at Hope and Waterman. Unknown how many victims are at that location, but Hope and Waterman is secure with police.
Received. Responding Hope and Waterman.
Operations, the fire alarm.
Operations.
1 Adam 12.
Officially going to be a mass casualty incident. I have Engine 3 and Rescue 7, as well as Rescue 2, headed to Hope and Waterman. If there's possibly 20 victims, we're going to need as much mutual aid as you can get.
Affirmative. We're over Intercity now and working with Cranston.
The scene, Thayer and Waterman.
Proceed. On scene Thayer and Waterman.
Ladder 5 to station.
And fire alarm to operations.
Operations.
Did you also need Rescue 1 to respond, Hope and Waterman, or would you like them to go back to the staging area?
Are they clear already?
That's
what do you mean, Sassy Squatch? Where are my chats? This is not cool. 1 out of 5 go through. Well, maybe you make stupid comments. I don't know, but nobody's deleting your comments. Maybe YouTube is analyzing your comments and just saying, wow, this is ridiculous. I don't know, man. Okay, so nobody's removing your comments. I'm sorry for your confusion. Don't say in the chat and try to disrupt the show and try to blame everybody else. It just happens sometimes. If you use the wrong words in comments, YouTube removes them. All right? Okay, excellent. Very cool. All right. Here we go.
That's affirmative. They just came back in.
And Waterman, and I'll dispatch them from here.
Rescue 1 received.
Yeah, I've seen all of your comments, and they're all in order, and they make sense in order. Okay?
Engine 12 command, we're on scene. Waterman and Brooke.
Engine 12, you have a message?
Just the foreman command, we're on scene. Waterman and Brooke.
Engine 12, 1630.
Well, that's not surprising, Zozo.
Battalion 1, go ahead. This is for Division 1. This is Battalion 1. You're looking for me? Chief, do you have the rescue task force?
Yes,
that's affirmative. We just came down.
We got 2 Utes.
They're clearing the building over here. I'll get you an address in a minute.
We got 2 Utes over here.
Hold up. Wait.
Fire alarm. Fire alarm to the safety battalion. Emergency button.
Engine 9 operation.
Ladder 5, stand by. I believe it's at Thayer and Waterman, and Battalion 1 is.
You might be tied up with the rescue task force. I'll keep it advised when I get there. I might have to manage after a bit.
If you want to go to Channel 7, Ladder 5.
We know Cuckoo Bananas.
I'm sorry, Ladder 5. Go to Channel 6 where the staging.
Kentucky Rescue 2 responding to your city.
Kentucky, can you go to Brown to Waterman? That's going to be the staging area. And if you have Metro Zone 1 V-Bank, that's what we're using.
Thank you, and check that. Kentucky Rescue 1, Providence fire alarm.
Can you repeat?
Well, is being directed in the building with the police. He doesn't know the name of the building. It's at Waterman and Brook with multiple victims.
Receive, we're starting to send some rescues down Waterman now.
Roger.
Johnson Rescue 2 to Providence.
Showing the house, open Waterman against GI.
Battalion 1 is coming over.
Engine 3 of Battalion 1. We're at 155 Waterman. We have no viable victims. 3 DOA. You need me to redeploy anywhere?
Command, go ahead.
Rescue 5 is coming back in from Rhode Island. They're heading back to the scene.
Providence, Kingstown Rescue 3 is responding. Hill City, Waterman at Hope, staging with Rescue 6.
Receive.
Cumberland P1 to Providence, we're on the way, staging here.
Receive. Have you responding and staging.
Rescue 123 responding to staging area.
Received.
Warwick Rescue 1 to staging.
Roger.
Warwick 3, same traffic.
Roger.
Warwick Rescue 5 to staging.
Attention all rescues, be advised, non-critical patients are to be transported to Hasbro. All non-critical patients to Hasbro.
Justin Rescue 3 is on scene.
1638.
Hasbro? Who the hell would want to be sent to Hasbro? Isn't that a place where they make video games? Or like board games?
NK Rescue is responding to the staging area.
Roger.
Cranston 4 is supplying staging.
Received.
5 and ETA.
Engine 9 to command.
Roger, Car 1.
Can you clear me with Battalion 1?
Fire alarm to Battalion 1.
Battalion 1 answering.
Operations for Battalion 1, Rescue 2 and Engine 8 are on their way down to Hope and Waterman to assist with victims.
Be advised at 184 Hope, just down from there. We're taking cover at the moment. There was two DOAs in that building. We're waiting for the orders from police.
2 DOAs.
Engine 9 to command. Be advised, we're staging in one of the rescues. We got a report of shots fired in the building.
Command to Engine 9. What building are they trying to search right now? Do you have any location or a number?
Engine 9 to command. Be advised, it's 184 Hope Street. And also be advised, shooter has been taken by police. The scene is secure now.
Waterman, and you have our Metro Zone 1 V-Bank Channel 8?
Operations.
Operations.
Just advising, the director is bringing the command post to the staging area.
Operations received. We have a report from the police that the shooter is down. We're trying to get a confirmation on how many rescues we need. The official address is 184 Hope for the incident.
Message received.
Rescue 1 to fire alarm. We're approaching Brown at Waterman. Are there any patients there?
Fire alarm to operations.
Operations, go ahead with that message again.
Rescue 1 is responding in the area of Brown and Waterman. Are there any patients or victims there for them?
That's the staging area. Can you just have them stage? We're going to send them as we get information.
Right. And Rescue 1, just be advised, the staging channel is channel 6.
Copy, running the Waterman's there as well.
How'd you know I filed it?
Operations, go ahead.
Just advising, from police, they have 1 apprehended and they are checking on others.
Rescue 2 to Providence, we're responding on to Minden Hall.
Roger. Back to Channel 5. The staging area is Channel 6. Channel 6 is the staging area.
Review, Channel 6.
Roger.
Received, Waterman is there.
Thank you.
Providence, fire. Grant from the Rescue 1. Roger Williams, I know you're busy.
Roger, 1646.
Operations to Battalion 1.
Battalion 1.
Do you need any rescues or resources at your location at this point?
We can stage rescues at Waterman and Hope. We're awaiting confirmation for secure building.
Operations received. Do you want to start sending rescue task forces to your location before the all clear comes in?
I have enough rescue task force personnel. Just keep the rescue staged until we can get in.
Operations received.
6-4 rescues on scene, Waterman and Hope staging.
Roger.
Call 1's operations. Those rescue task forces should be entering the building under the police escort before the all clear. Warwick Rescue 4 is on scene staging.
Received.
Warwick Rescue 5 is on scene staging.
Received.
Kentucky Rescue 3 on scene.
You know what we could do now is go over to the, let me export this. There it goes. You know how that works. Like these people, they come in there, they don't make any comments. They're waiting for something that they can criticize the channel about or make some sort of snide little remark. And then they don't say anything else about the case or anything that you're talking about. But if I ever argue with somebody or something, now they come out of the woodwork and make a comment. And that's when you know those people, they're one of the, you know, the handful of trolls percentage-wise, you know, that show up. Absolute idiots. Let me see. Let me do the, let's try to do the, do another one. That's just my perception of how it works. If not, yeah, whatever. Make other comments. Maybe you can hide yourself better. Oh, is that one? Now they're all 1451. 3869. God, they look exactly the same. I don't know, maybe they are the same audio. Guess we can just stay here.
As we get information.
Right. And Rescue 1, just be advised, the staging channel is channel 6.
I'm running the waterman's there as well.
How do you know? Well, I don't have facial expressions right now. There we go. There we go. I'm on the screen again.
As we get information.
Alright, we're on the massive LOL alert, so if you guys are out there, anybody out there can help support the channel, that would be great.
As we get information.
And Rescue 1, just be advised, the staging channel is channel 6.
I'm running the waterman's there as well.
How do you know?
Operations go.
Just advising, from police, they have one.
See, the difference, Scott, is that you've made other comments. That wasn't your first comment of the day.
Just advising, from police, they have one apprehended and they are checking on others.
Rescue 2 to Providence, we're responding on to Minden Hall.
Roger. Back to Channel 5. The staging area is Channel 6. Channel 6 is the staging area. Review, Channel 6. Roger.
Review, Waterman is there.
Thank you.
Providence, Connor. Grant from the Rescue 1. Hello, Roger Williams. I know you're busy.
Roger, 1646.
Operations to Battalion 1.
Battalion 1.
Do you need any rescues or resources at your location at this point?
We can stage rescues at Waterman and Hope. We're awaiting confirmation for secure building.
Operations received. Do you want to start sending rescue task forces to your location before the all clear comes in?
I have enough rescue task force personnel. Just keep the rescue staged until we can get in.
Operations received. Switch all rescues on scene, Waterman and Hope staging.
Roger.
Call 1's operations. Those rescue task forces should be entering the building under the police escort before the all clear.
I think you can listen to a lot of scanner audio for free, but I actually have a professional version that allows me to get the historical, like it records it every hour, you know, every 30 minutes and puts it up there so you can go back and listen to it. That's what we're listening to right now. Thanks KMTX and Timothy Cecil again. Thank you.
Warwick Rescue 4 is on scene staging.
Receive.
Warwick Rescue 5 is on scene staging.
Receive.
Kentucky Rescue 3 we're on scene.
Roger, Kentucky, do you have Channel 2? I'm sorry, Metro Zone 2 V-Bank Channel 9?
Please, Metro 2, Bank 2, Channel 9.
Roger.
Rescue 3 is in the staging area. Staging.
Roger, do you have Metro Zone 2 V-Bank Channel 9?
I'll search right now.
Roger. If not, go to mutual aid 2. Mutual aid 2 if you don't.
I'm seeing mutual aid 2.
We're talking, stand by. We're going to pass that in.
Roger. Operations, go ahead. Have we sent the rescue task forces in yet? That's a negative.
All right, well, if that person did make other comments, sorry about that, but I don't need other people commenting, you know, in general about, like, yeah, that Gray, you know, sometimes he's good, you know, it is what it is, man. If somebody's in there complaining about, oh, my comments are removed, that's not cool, like we're have something to do with it, then I'm probably going to comment about it. You know, I'm just like a regular person, and I act like a regular person. I don't pretend, oh, now I'm on YouTube, so I'm going to pretend I'm somebody else. All right? I'm just talk the same way I would in real life, like if somebody was saying the same thing. You know, but, you know, I didn't see that person commenting prior. Somebody up above said they were saying they lived there. Okay, great. I don't know. If they're new here, you know, how would they know? I think they were the same person that said that, nah, forget it. You know, I'm sick of it.
That's a negative. We're attempting to get an all clear from the police. Task force doesn't wait for the all clear. They need a police escort, and they need to clear the buildings now and look for victims. We don't have that kind of time. Who's this last company? Go ahead again. R1. Chief, the way a rescue task force works, they go in, escort under a police officer, and they look for victims. Operations received. Operations to Battalion 1.
Engine 2, you're going to have a Foster rescue responding. Foster.
07.
Yeah, Engine 9. Okay. Operations to Engine 9.
Engine 9, go ahead.
For Battalion 1, if you have police escorts, start sending the rescue task forces in, begin the counting of the victims, and start doing treatment.
Received. What channel do you want them on?
Battalion 1 is going to coordinate the rescue task forces through Channel 7. First work rescue 2 to Providence. I got complete operations to Battalion 1.
Engine 2, you're going to have a Foster rescue responding. Foster.
07.
Yeah, Engine 9. Okay. Operations to Engine 9.
Engine 9, go ahead.
For Battalion 1, if you have police escorts, start sending the rescue task forces in, begin the counting of the victims, and start doing treatment.
Received. What channel do you want them on?
Battalion 1 is going to coordinate the rescue task forces through Channel 7. First work rescue 2 to Providence. I got conflicting information. Am I going to Waterman and Thayer or Waterman and Hope?
Waterman and Thayer, sir. That's the staging area.
Yes.
Waterman and Thayer.
Gracie, thank you.
Roger.
On the fire alarm. Have all companies go via Waterman to Brown. That's where they'll meet up with me.
All companies meet engine 7 via Waterman.
This is Broadcastify. I don't know what I'm paying. Like let me look. I think I'm on the premium thing. I don't know where it says. Yeah. So premium must be, I don't know, so it's like $30, something like that.
All companies, Waterman to Brown.
North Providence Rescue 1 on staging.
Roger, North Providence 1651.
I think Waterman's is
Forward 3, staging Angel and Thayer.
3 feet.
Operations to Battalion 1.
This is Waterman right here, the street.
Operations to Battalion 1. Battalion 1. Chief, if you have police available and you have task forces, Car 1 is instructing that task forces go in immediately We're going to be sending you more task forces to Hope and Waterman.
Keep waiting for. We need officers here. I can't send them in until I have officers to work with them.
This is Hope and Waterman.
Car 1, the fire alarm. Battalion 1 operation. 3 on scene. Staging.
Receive, thank you.
We'll target Rescue 4 at staging.
Receive.
No, Situate Rescue 1 on scene staging.
Roger.
Engine 9 operations.
Just go ahead.
George and Hope.
You're still on 7 operations.
We're waiting for police escort, and we should be all set with the task force that we have.
Engine 14's in service. If you need us to pick up right here and respond as an active rescue task force. Stand by. And you know where Johnson's transporting to?
Fire alarm to command.
Engine 14 received. Operations, go ahead.
Do you need any more task force here? Engine 14 is in service.
You can send Engine 14. Have them stage at Brown and Waterman at 7.
Receive.
Command, Coventry Rescue Force staging.
Yeah, they
there.
could.
Right.
And then Engine 14 also, you're going to be on channel 6. That's what channel they're using for the staging company.
14 received.
Roger.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking while when I was watching this, I mean, if the people were shot like right out here, maybe they ran over into these locations, but it also could be that he came in, started shooting people, and then went into there last. I mean, we don't know. You know, we're just guessing.
Metro Patrol on Metro Zone 2 to Cranston for Rescue 2.
Yeah, so far just one shooter.
Cranston Rescue 2.
Cranston Rescue, can you hit your tone? You hit your emergency button.
All set, accidental.
Roger, accidental. Cranston Rescue 2, 1657.
Accidental.
Providence, Coventry Rescue 4, Rescue 6 on scene staging.
Roger, Coventry Rescue 4 and 6, 1657.
Cranston Battalion 1 to Battalion 1.
Fire alarm to Battalion 1.
Engine 2, Engine 2, do you have a report for Foster?
23-year-old female, head bleeding, oscillation, conscious on the leg, all the vitals off the table.
Update. We have 3 task force and a triage set up. 184 Hope Street at the entrance. We are waiting for a police escort, but there's no victims to go for at this point.
And received. Have any of the task forces entered that building?
That's a negative. We're waiting for police escort.
Fire alarm to operations.
Operations, go ahead.
Metro Control is asking if we need any more rescues. They have 4 staging.
Operations, I'll keep you informed. Westward Rescue 2 to Providence for staging Angel and Fair.
Roger, West 4. Attention, ladder 3 is still on. That's ladder 3, 700 Smith Street. It's going to be a rescue run.
Covenant Cosby, Metro.
That's ladder 3, respond to 700 Smith Street, Capitol Ridge Lodge. It's going to be room 248. 75-year-old male fell, complaining of a back injury. That's ladder 3, respond to 700 Smith Street, Capitol Ridge Lodge. Room 248, 75-year-old male, fallen with a back injury. The time out is 1701.
Alright, so...
I'm sorry, there's a lot of background here. I just want to confirm. Car 3, and who else considered it?
Rescue number 2. It's going to be at the East Providence Broadway station staging. Also Rescue 2 to Providence, responding to your city, Providence Place Mall. We are ETA 15 minutes.
Roger, thank you. 1702.
Cumberland P1 to command. We're staging at Hope and Manning Street.
Roger, Cumberland.
13 to Battalion 1.
Battalion 1.
Chief, we have 4 rescue task force staging at Hope and Waterman. We have no police escort at this time.
Engine 13 stage for now.
Repeat.
Providence Fire Alarm, this is Cumberland P2.
Cumberland, go ahead.
Cumberland features in response to your town from the MCI. Do you mind providing us with more information?
MX1 on the team.
Roger, example.
Repeat these problems speaking at Thayer and Waterman.
Ladder 3, you have North Providence Rescue 2 responding. We gave the initial report.
Ladder 3 received.
Roger.
North Providence 2 responding to Capitol Ridge.
Roger.
Bristol Rescue 2 to Providence Fire Alarm on Metro.
West Cranston.
Bristol Rescue 2, Bristol Rescue 3, Bristol Car 1, office staging.
Roger, Bristol 1707.
Ladder 3 received.
Roger, Ladder 3 on scene. 1707.
MX1 to fire alarm.
MH1.
CQH male, SI.
Roger, it's going to be mutual aid.
Engine 2 to fire alarm.
Engine 2.
Incoming rescue knows we got level 99 on the second floor, and they can use the north entrance garage.
Roger, I did advise them to use the north entrance.
North Providence on scene, Capitol Ridge.
Roger, North Providence. 1709.
Battalion 1 operation.
Fire alarm to operations for Battalion 1.
Operations, go ahead.
Engine 3, Engine 8, Engine 12, Rescue 4, Rescue 6, and 7. We're waiting on orders from police and Safety Battalion.
Operations received. So that's Engine 3, Engine 8, Engine 12, Rescue 4, Rescue 6.
Rescue 2 and 7 also. Engine 9 is a command company. We're at 184 Hope with police.
Do you also have Cranston Engine 2, Cranston Rescue 2? I also sent Engine 13 and Rescue 5 down there as well.
They should be staging at Waterman and Hope.
Operations received. So those companies are staging at Hope, and you have Engine 3, Engine 8, Engine 12, Rescue 4, Rescue 6, Rescue 2, and Rescue 7. Is that correct?
That's affirmative.
Operations received. And you're still operating on Channel 7?
Yeah, I'm going between 7 and 5. And I have Engine 9 officer on 5 for me.
Operations received. If you just want to coordinate the rescue task forces through Channel 7, I'll coordinate everything through Engine 9. From Unified Command, the police over here, they said there's no warm zone as of right now. That building is still hot.
Yeah, I just got word from an officer. It sounds like it's clear, but we're still waiting official word. Battalion 1 going back to 7.
I'm on P2 to fire alarm. We're on scene staging at Brook and Waterman.
Roger. 1713.
Engine 2 to fire alarm. Do we have an ATA?
Stand by.
54 feet of fire alarm.
54.
Box 1814, PPAC back in service for the full map.
Fire alarm received. 1814 back in service. 1750.
Roger, thank you.
Fire alarm to operations.
Operations, go ahead, fire.
Just advising, Engine 14 is on scene in the staging area with the additional task force here.
Operations received. Have them staged for right now. We have plenty of resources, but we may need them.
Received.
Last officers, the task force, they'll meet you at Waterman and Hope as well.
Yeah, they can stage at Waterman and Hope.
Received.
Forces on scene.
Operations to Engine 14.
Engine 14.
Can you meet at Waterman and Thayer with your gear on? You're going to be assigned with police to open Knox boxes and clear buildings.
Received.
Attention, Ladder 7 is still on. That's Ladder 7. 624 Charles Street. It's going to be a rescue run. That's Ladder 7 responding to 624 Charles Street outside. 48-year-old female, rapid heart. That's Ladder 7 on a rescue run. Responding to 624 Charles Street outside. 48-year-old female, rapid heart. Time out of 1719.
And there you have it. That's what we had from earlier. That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing, Sassy Squatch. I just said that. I just told you. Jesus. Let's see. And by the way, I don't need comments related to stuff like that. It's like, what? I mean, what's the purpose of making your comment? Yeah, we're probably at... yeah, we're like 90 short of just sort of the minimum goal level. But, yeah, it's better than a stick in the eye, I guess. But maybe I'll come back on later. Maybe we can do the updates and map stuff out. Maybe they're going to put out some images. Who the hell knows? All right, but thank you for the people that were here. Thanks to... And they're still the same. Everything's the same. 2 dead, 8 wounded. So thanks Timothy Cecil, then Chris O'Connell gifted 5, then Timothy Cecil, then Chuck Rosie. Yeah, Jesus, man. I don't have time for this person. All right, let's see. We got... let's see, so we got Lori, and then we got Chris O'Connell, Sassy Squatch, and then we got Scott Edwards, and then Saturn, Dreaming of Mercury, Timothy Cecil, Chris O'Connell gifted 5, Cecil gifted 1 up there, and then Saturn, Dreaming of Mercury gifted 10. Things were looking good then. TMTX, Timothy Cecil, and I'm a Gallia, so that was at 435, the 10, and then since then $6. So that's when you know it's like, okay, it's dying down. Yeah, it's just weird to make comments. They come in and make stuff like comments like that. Like, I didn't ask you about how you thought my channel was doing. You know, it's weird stuff. You know. All right. Well, anyways, I hope you guys thought that was interesting. I mean, right now, all we know is that a shooter was on Brown University campus, ended up shooting, or there's 8 in the hospital that are still alive, 2 dead. Some say the 8 are in critical condition. And then, you know, law enforcement, the fire trucks all showed up and staged in various locations. Apparently, one of the people that was shot in the back was over here. And then another one was in this location, 2 of them over in this one, and this is sort of the main building that they kept talking about. And then apparently the person came out the back side wearing all black and disappeared into that good night. Who knows? Right, yeah, they had exams. Had security features disabled. Like what? What do you mean security features? You mean like I don't think it was a bad mood. It wasn't silly. What it means is they probably have security on when there's no school. They have no security on when there's, you know, they have it when there's no school. They probably lock down the buildings, but then they open it up for exams. So now it's open. So they turned off those very same security measures. Doesn't that sound like kind of normal? Like, why would you keep all these weird stuff going on when when the school's open taking exams? Anyways, that's how I read that. I don't know what the security measures are either. But anyways, you know, I haven't seen any of that. So anyways, thanks everybody. Appreciate it. You know, even on a crazy middle of the day stream, we get the weirdos in here. Really strange. And thanks again there, Chris O'Connell, and also, you know, Timothy Cecil for getting things started off and supporting the channel throughout the show. Then we also had Saturn Dreaming of Mercury with also basically a cat eye donation of 10 memberships. The guy must have known. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe it's something to do with finals, you know. Maybe he didn't want to take them. I don't know what the hell's going on. I mean, I guess we'll get some answers at some point. Once his name is known, people will have answers. I don't know if anybody would know his name. Has anybody even recognized him at this point? All right, everybody. Thanks for being here. We'll see you later. Be safe. Yeah, I've been doing this true crime thing for quite a while now. And during this whole time, I have not seen one person that is a crime dissector, plug rejector. I'm a certified human lie detector. Gonna get ya on a stretcher if you try and play me like an old projector. Crime sector is my nectar. Professor Gregel's gonna give another lecture. Crime collector, freak connector, and I'm always gonna be a pup protector. Fool deflector, interceptor, and I'm meaner than a spectre with a vector on his pector. With all respect, y'all, just remember I've a temple fucking checked ya. I have no agenda, I'm no pretender, and I'll serve it to you straight without the blender. And in the end, I'm gonna send ya on a mission to reveal the true offender. Yeah, so I'll just get right back to work. All right, everybody, talk to you later. I'll probably come back on, I don't know, 7 o'clock, something like that. I think you guys are misreading the security thing.